They say Sparta fell, that its warriors turned to dust, their names lost to time. But Sparta was never just a city. It was a heartbeat, a fire that lived inside men who refused to kneel. Arion was born during thunder. The storm screamed his name before his mother did. His father never returned from Thermopylae, and his mother whispered to him every night, "A true Spartan doesn't live long, but his name will outlive empires." He grew up among stone and silence. The mountains were his teachers, the wind his enemy. Every scar became a lesson, every bruise a memory. In Sparta, boys were not raised, they were forged. And the weak were not mocked. They were given a choice: become strong or die. At 16, Arion faced his trial, to kill a man who had betrayed the city. He followed his prey through the forest for 2 days. When the moment came, the man fell to his knees and begged. Arion looked into his eyes and saw fear. But what he really saw was himself. He lowered his blade. When he returned to Sparta, the elders spat on the ground. "Mercy," they said, "is weakness." That night they cast him out. No sword, no armor, no name, just the echo of his mother's words in the dark. "Your name will outlive empires." Arion wandered through foreign lands, through cities where gold ruled more than honor, through villages where fear spoke louder than courage. He saw what Sparta had never taught him, that strength without mercy is just another kind of death. But then he heard rumors. The Persians were coming again, and something inside him, the heartbeat of his father, of all who fell at Thermopylae, began to burn. He returned to Sparta. The city was no longer the roar of the gods, only ashes and whispers. The men who once laughed at death now trained in silence. When they saw him, they turned away. "You are no Spartan," one of them said. Arion looked at him and answered quietly, "I am what Sparta made me. I fell once, but I never stopped fighting." The old general, broken and gray, stepped forward. "Then fight one more time. If you live, you will be one of us again." And so, as dawn broke over the ruins, Arion took his place in the front line. The sky burned red, not with sunrise, but with smoke. The ground trembled under thousands of Persian feet. There were no speeches, no drums, no fear, only the sound of armor breathing. The enemy came like a storm, endless and merciless. Shields shattered, spears broke, the air itself turned crimson. Arion fought with everything he had, and when his sword snapped, he fought with his shield. When the shield splintered, he fought with his hands. An arrow struck his shoulder, a blade cut his leg, but he kept moving. He saw his commander fall, and without thinking, he took his place. "For Sparta!" he roared, and for a heartbeat, even the Persians stopped. Then the storm swallowed them all. When the dust settled, the valley was silent. Thousands lay dead. Among them, one man still stood, unmoving, covered in blood, his eyes fixed on the horizon. Arion, the exile, the boy who once showed mercy, the man who had become Sparta itself. Years later, a traveler passed through that valley. He found broken shields, rusted blades, and a single stone standing alone. On it were 6 words. "He fell, but Sparta did not." The traveler asked an old shepherd, "Who lies here?" The old man smiled. "A boy who was cast out. But when the world ended, he stood alone. He didn't fight to win. He fought to be remembered. And now, he is." They say Sparta fell, but every time someone refuses to give up, every time a soul stands against the impossible, Sparta rises again. It rises in those who fight for something greater than themselves. It rises in the hearts that do not bow. Arion was not the last Spartan. He was only the first of the new ones. In Sparta, even death is victory.